Welcome to another video, y'all. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Leave me comments in the comment section. I'll get back to you. I love when I get comments on my channel. Always gives me a reason to think. So I was reading the first day of the book, The Purpose-Driven Life by Rick Warren, and I came across this interesting quote, and I want to share it with y'all. And I mean, it's pretty deep, so let me bear with me here. All right. So Andrei Bitov, a Russian novelist, grew up under an atheistic communist regime. But God got his attention. One dreary day, he recalls, in my 27th year while riding the metro in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, I was overcome with a despair so great that life seemed to stop at once, preempting the future entirely, let alone any meaning. Suddenly, all by itself, a phrase appeared, without God, life makes no sense. Repeating it in astonishment, I rode the phrase up like a moving staircase, got out of the metro, and walked into God's light. And I was just reading that first chapter, and I was like, this just stuck out to me. Like, how deep. Here is a man who is a novelist. He loves to write, right? He's riding the metro in a big city, and the weight of the whole world just like poured on his shoulders, as he says, right? Like he felt this overwhelming sense of despair where he just, there was no meaning to his life. There was no future. He could just feel it. But then all of a sudden a phrase come out of nowhere. And here is an atheist under a communist regime where they don't talk about God, they don't want to believe in God, none of that. And this phrase just comes out of the blue and says, without God, life has no meaning. That's deep. It's a very deep quote. So my opinion on all this is that, no matter where you're at in life, you can draw meaning from where it is, wherever you're at. And, the reason why I really want to touch on that subject too is the despair that this man felt. We're seeing a lot of mental health issues going around in, the social media and on TV and in the news. For instance, Jessica Starr just unfortunately committed suicide. Colin Kroll, Pete Davidson said that he didn't want to live anymore. Josh Gordon just took off time from the New England Patriots, saying that he wants to deal with his mental health issues that he has. So, and that took a lot of courage. Props to you, Josh Gordon. Much respect, because to be able to get out there and just say that you're battling with things, it takes a lot of courage, because everybody wants to keep it inside. When they keep it inside and they keep it bottled up, that's when, unfortunate things happen. And so, yeah, a lot of people out there, here's a successful novelist back in communist Russia, right, who was feeling that same type of despair, that life just wears down on you, and you feel downtrodden, you feel sad. But just remember, there's always a brighter day. There's always going to be a brighter day. Like a viewer commented on my channel, stating that, it was just so hard that door was open when that depression came in. He was just overwhelmed. He just didn't want to do anything. But then finally, he had to keep telling himself. He said it's a positive self-talk that got him up out of that depression. Now he's doing great. He's succeeding. He's successful. And that's what it's all about, is finding, an avenue, finding an outlet, finding a place within yourself where you feel happy, And ain't that what we're all striving for, to be happy and freedom? And so that's what I wanted to share with y'all today. I thought it was a deep, interesting quote that, he felt this overwhelming sense of gloom, despair, melancholy, and then all of a sudden, it's like he got the answer. Y'all waiting on y'all answer? Enjoy.